Hello and welcome to this Tomb of Annihilation episode. My name is John Gerdebed and I am the GM for this campaign. After many months of waiting, the group finally have the 9 puzzle cubes from Omu and open the door of the tomb itself. Let's see how things go when they finally get inside.
Damn it.
Jeff says this is extreme nightmare.
Well,
extreme is an understatement.
okay, let's find ourselves again. There we are.
That's one
here
thing,
we are.
though, guys, is that we're not
Okay.
dealing with giants.
Oh god,
In that case,
I'm zoomed all the way out from this map now.
Yeah, me too.
I
still can't find my...
Bear with me one moment while I open the door for you guys.
The Don Diggly door.
And then
You.
another 20 feet or so down this corridor, another slab blocks the door.
Oh, for fuck's
An
sake.
iron lever is set into the door's surface with a skull leering down from above.
Can we do a perception quick?
You can.
Why can't everyone? Where is everyone?
We're
Down the
over
corridor.
No, why am I doing
here.
wait, perception? Oh, sorry.
I don't even know anymore.
Forgot
They're
I was
over
still on
here.
advantage there.
Romad.
It's just take me there. My roll 20 is being shit right now. I can't.
I think everyone's roll 20 is being shit.
I think the map's too big. That's a problem.
You're too big.
I said the map's too big, not you.
So, roll your
Roll
boat.
perception, it was a 19 and everything.
Romad, you are over here.
I know. I'm trying to...
Stop moving yourself.
You move yourself.
Can we all roll?
You wreck yourself.
Can we all roll perception?
You can all roll
Only
perceptions.
people in
Sorry,
front?
perception, 21.
Ben, you rolled advantage perceptions?
No, I did that as a mistake because the last one I got to do is at advantage.
Hey.
Okay.
So anybody who rolled 15 or above,
That's me and Philly and Theodos.
Shame my passive wouldn't kick into this one.
Despite her being in the back and shorter than everyone else.
oh, map. You guys would like to see map? Okay.
What? You want to see the map?
You want to see what's going on?
Here is map.
Well, too bad.
Too bad you don't see map. Anybody who rolled a 15 or above, you can see a seam along the middle of the floor.
Okay.
Is it a nice seam or a bad seam?
Any seam on the floor doesn't tend to be good.
Okay.
Seams in walls can be fantastic.
Or
Right.
deadly.
I have an idea.
I've never seen a seam in the floor that I like.
Should we try and put something maybe on the seam to see if it reacts? Like just a random object, like a stick or a rock, or probably a rock, so it
Do we
actually
have-
like has some weight to it.
Do we have rock? Can we do selections plan?
Yeah. Can I drop a coin? Like fling a coin in?
Yep. You pick out a gold piece, flick it.
Not a gold.
You-
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yodas is so fancy he used coins instead of stones.
I've got 300 coppers. I think that should suffice.
You pick out a penny, and you flick it into the room, and it ding, 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 lands on the floor.
Right,
fine.
maybe something more heavy.
I try, yeah.
I
I'll
pull
try
out
with
the
those.
gold hammer from the bag of holding and I throw that in.
You crush the ground.
It lands on the ground.
I think it needs something.
It tilts over.
Oh, frick.
Nothing happens.
Okay,
Wow.
then I think let's just say
Catch the rope.
What the fuck are you doing, Riordan?
Did
you-
we are done.
Word in,
We
so
are done.
just do
Did you
something.
give the rope
Okay.
to anyone?
Stay out the room.
I'm not
Get
staying
out
out
the
of the room.
room. Because
done.
you
Did
are
you
going to
give the
Stop.
rope
If the
to
floor
anyone?
gives
Guys,
out.
guys.
I was trying to talk.
Right. If the floor gives out, you can hold the rope and pull me back. As I said,
Give
I
us
tried
the
to
rope,
tie
then.
one around me so I can pull this lever and we can see what happens. Or we can get a better look inside this room.
The skull.
So far, I can't get a word in. So
John
sorry.
has something to say because you've left the midpoint of the burn.
The skull's jaws creak open, and a skeletal hand holding an hourglass-style timer emerges from inside. With a click, the timer rotates, and the stand starts to trickle down from its lower globe into the lower globe. 10. 9.
Rolls for or pulls that lever you mentioned.
I have no
Runs
idea what's
for
going on.
what?
The floor splits open.
Oh shit.
We are done. Who did you give the rope to?
It's on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive to try and catch the fucking rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna help.
Why didn't you give it into our hands? We were right
Because I
there.
couldn't get a bloody word in.
So what do I roll for?
Torin
Dexterity save.
and Theodas and anybody else trying to catch the rope. Roll me a
Yes.
dex save.
Dex save.
Okay, so that's Renala that I'm rolling right now. And that's Thedas.
Alright.
Nope.
Bye, Theodas.
I
Uh,
think Philip and Torin did.
So, Torin,
Yep.
you hold on to the handle, and the floor gives way out beneath you. Riordan, you're stood on the ground, and suddenly it's not there anymore, and you swing back. And everybody else has managed to grab the rope.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
that's
goodness.
fun.
And you swing back, and you are just literally nose above the spikes at the bottom of this 20-foot deep pit.
I try to get him back up with strength.
Laugh! Oh my god, laugh!
And Philippe just heaves on the rope, and you come flying out of the pit.
Onto the roof.
Yeah, you just slam into the roof. Just.
Riordan on the rope is my new weapon.
Oh yeah, sorry. As Sean says, you did a little like Looney Tunes run in the air before.
I have a question about Torin's whereabouts right now. He's hanging on the lever? Is that
Torin is hanging on the lever that he just pulled.
Nothing- Did nothing else happen apart from
The floor opened.
ground opening?
Nothing else
Like
happened.
no door opening or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Is it still counting down?
Nope.
So, can Torin see anything from his position?
He can see there are spikes in the pit below him.
Okay, what about the door?
Spikes down there.
What about the door?
It is another piece of worked stone.
Dorian, is there any chance that you can put the lever back?
Can I? Because you said it was like above us, like a skull was above it.
Yes.
Can I climb onto the skull?
Yes.
Just like, but hand in eye socket, hand in other's eye socket.
Oh wait, Theodas is trying something.
Oh, I will try to.
Yeah,
You
that's
have
a suggestion.
you have a rope, Riordan.
Yes.
I could always try to shoot it towards here, possibly embed into the wall, and have the rope being held by someone else for Torin to use to come back to us instead
Kind of
of
like shimmy across.
For the sake of the distance, that is 20 feet across, and
Yeah,
the spikes are
instead-
20 feet down, he would still hit the spikes.
putting all his weight on skulls, which I would assume would crack under.
It's a
Torin's
stone
weight.
skull.
It's a stone skull.
It's a
You're
carved
giant
skull.
Dragonborn.
How much do you weight?
I can't remember.
That's a
Because you are a full-grown dragonborn with big-ass armor and swords.
And the
dragon
warhammer.
You're also the one who carries all our shit. Because we're all
yeah.
useless.
In
Oh,
a
yeah,
bag of
shit.
holding, which makes it
Sorry.
weigh about 5 pounds.
Torin, did you think of catching your hammer that was on the ground when you were running?
I didn't drop my hammer. It goes onto a belt loop.
Okay.
It was the gong hammer that he.
Yeah,
Dropped
gong
on the
hammer,
floor.
I would never throw my hammer. Jesus.
No, yeah. I mean, did you think of picking back the gong hammer before? Okay, so it's
That's
I'm
that's
gonna-
gone now.
Let's go. That's in some right.
He got a new home.
You look down, and it is embedded on a spike. As is one of the pennies.
Oh my god.
Theodas, you can mark that off your.
After I've done it, does it reset itself?
Yes, you close the switch. The floor closes back up again. The hourglass emerges again.
I'm gonna step in. We're just waiting.
I'm just going to hang on the skull just in case.
10, 9,
I'm caring.
Oh,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Do anyone has a plan?
1.
No, I don't
Instead
think
of
so.
just running in.
The door slides open.
So the one who made the tomb is fucking troll?
Let's go of skull.
A moss-covered corridor extends beyond the second door. Tree roots hang from the sagging ceiling, and the air reeks of rot and damp. Ahead of you, a bas relief carving of a bearded devil's face adorns the wall. At the T-section, the devil's open mouth is a well of utter darkness.
Right. I will apologize now for running in and pulling that wheel. I will say right now, Riordan, you will not run off ahead.
Riordan,
remember what I did last time? Yeah.
stop there.
Yeah.
You place your foot on the ground, and there's a...
Would my passive have picked that up?
what is your passive perception?
Isn't it
15.
investigation to find traps?
Yes, your passive perception would have spotted that, actually. So, you don't step down on the plate that you are currently stood on. You spot an irregularity in the floor, and there is
I'm
one
guessing when it comes
here
down to it's the,
and here that you can see.
okay. In which case, the traps on the floor, guys. I want to
Strap
avoid
on the
them.
floor. Just wait.
I'm
Guys, I can't
getting
access my
done waiting.
keyboard. Decided to sit on it.
Because I actually have that.
Oh,
And why don't you use it
that's-
sooner?
Because you run in. I don't have time to do it.
wait, but you can only cast it 2 more times after that.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay.
If
Doesn't
it can
matter.
avoid us to die, it would be cool. Could you
Yeah, that's-
mark the spots with an X?
Oh, actually, I can, yes, because conveniently,
That'd be lovely.
that is precisely how they are marked on my...
That would work more than just pings I instantly forget as soon as they disappear.
Can you
Maybe
see
that
those
should be
now?
A pretty
No.
little way of the
Oh.
spectrum.
No.
That's inconvenient.
I see doors everywhere,
Oh,
but
well, why didn't you move when I told you to move? Move.
Oh.
Move!
okay.
Ooh, Tammy.
Tammy is flying, so it's fine. I
Yeah,
guess.
she just.
Yeah, that's.
I
I'm not
move
sure
ahead
that.
because I can't get her anywhere near.
I'm not sure if a fairy could just cruise through the tomb. I'm sure they got something.
No,
like that
she's
for me.
being cautious too. Don't worry.
Mhm.
But very
Just
interesting.
follow my lead.
Follow the lead,
Be
lead,
careful
lead,
not
lead,
to activate any trap.
Yeah, I would go behind Theodas because it would make
I'll
way
get out of
more
your
sense
way.
to actually follow the one who saw the traps. Yee. No, we
Yeesh.
again.
Eesh. Eesh. So,
Yes, there is a devil's face, Jeff.
I don't like devil faces. Hey. Love.
Is everyone in?
I believe so.
Roman's not in.
Oh, okay,
Where is Romad?
Actually, I can't see Romad. Where is he?
I think he's on top of someone. Someone's on top of me.
I
swear
am
something.
it was
Nala.
This is me.
Possibly he's underneath Seraphine.
Yeah, he's I decided to pick up Seraphine and put her on my shoulders.
No,
I like
she would not allow that in this area.
No, it's fine. No,
She
it
wants
was
her
just...
feet on the ground.
Okay, I see what happened.
No, don't worry.
Alright. So what do we see here?
In front of you is a devil's face.
Oh, that's promising.
That?
Its mouth, it's this. Its mouth is open and there is just pitch darkness within. Romad can see an aura of... I just had this a minute ago. Illusion magic.
Illusion magic.
Over here, Theodas,
Over here, yeah.
there is a rusted iron gate set into the corridor floor.
On the floor?
On the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go closer, you can look into it.
Yeah. Now we'll go closer with Nala. Move.
Never.
Roll20 is having such a bad moment with too many characters in a giant map.
Tis fine.
Through the bars of the iron gate, you see muddy water flowing slowly past.
So a river underneath.
It is flowing. Where's my ruler?
Which way?
This way.
Okay, so we're going upriver. Alright. Does it
Plus
seem like the iron bar would support the weight of a person?
Yeah. Yeah, it's rusted and it's been here a long time. It could be strengthed out of the way, or a small creature could possibly squeeze between the bars if you wanted to get into the river. But if you carefully move around it, it's going to support your weight fine.
Okay. I will point it out to the others to just be careful not to just jump into this thing.
Ben.
Yes.
A grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across, plunging down into darkness below you. A stone balcony wides around the walls to connect the floor 4 archways. Other balcony levels are visible below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a staircase made of stone descends to a lower level. And as you look over the edge of the balcony, you can see a hunched figure glares up at you from a balcony on a lower level, wearing a mask that is a replica of the devil face that you've just seen over here. He looks up and sees you and then walks off down a different passageway.
Yeah,
Fair
go
enough.
to there.
We're not alone, guys.
There's a mention of a mask in this.
So
Do I see anything down the corridor
Don't the
across the way
mask
from
all
me?
be seen?
From where you are, it's difficult to make out. It descends into darkness of your enhanced vision is struggling to make out sights down there. You can see flames flickering, 2 flames flickering in the darkness.
They're not moving at all, are they? Not coming.
Not
closer.
getting closer, no. They are moving, as in they are
As flames.
as
would,
as
yeah.
flames would.
Fair enough.
So what way does it seem like we need to go? Because we're at a crossroads here.
Is there? Well, I will ignore the sort of monster I can already see in the
Yeah,
next
same
room.
here.
But what is what is this room that I can kind of see?
Which way are you looking?
The left side, east.
There is a window in the end of the
Okay.
corridor. Creepers and vines cling to the walls of the corridor that you can see through this window. Creepers and vines cling to the walls of this corridor, at the end of which is an arched crystal window 6 feet wide, 10 feet high, and through it you can see a darkened chamber.
Okay.
Fascinating.
I will turn back to anyone who took notes of what was on the obelisk.
So Torin.
So we did the enemy
Okay.
thing.
We all have a
What's
handout.
next?
You asking what was on the warning we got. It said, the enemies oppose, one stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. And the keys turn on the inside only.
So, no kids then.
I assume we did the enemies oppose, one stand between them. So if we go by that logic, it should be in darkness it hides, don the mask or be seen.
In the end, we don't know what any of these warnings pertain to exactly. That's the problem.
The first verse seems to be the clue to actually unlocking the door. We followed those rules and it worked. If you think about it.
In darkness it hides. We're in a big, dark...
We followed the first two, which is the first part. The
Torin,
mask could be seen. I've seen a person wearing a mask.
you notice even with your lamp, there is darkness in the mouth of the devil.
Oh, I know what. That's the mask from the actual.
I will point out to what Riordan just said about seeing someone with a mask.
That as well.
And I will ask, where did you see that person with a mask?
Downstairs. They just went across through that corridor directly opposite.
What did it look like? I mean,
It looked
other
like a devil mask. As for the creature, I couldn't really tell you.
height, build, anything else?
It was a person coming from a high angle, it's hard to tell. Withered, old, looked very unkept. Rather difficult to tell the races in that case.
That's just lovely.
I assume that everything we'll find here will be just lovely.
Well, I mean, if you prefer, we can always just go down these stairs and go and find her.
Wait, there are
I
stairs
think
over
there
there?
might be and
Don't
it goes.
like this fucking little face. Moves away from it.
For once, I completely agree with what Thorin just said.
All I know is not to trust anything in this damn tomb.
That too I agree with.
We need to figure out how to get out. We need to figure out to get to the area.
Relief. Move.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Blocking the way,
fly.
Relief.
Yes, Fluff.
Anyone between Romat and Relief, move!
I have to! Honestly, take your time, buddy.
Oh, there's Roll20 catching up with us.
Roll20 is not making this very easy.
As I said, Roll20 doesn't like having multiple people in a very large map.
I hate it so much.
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine.
So Riordan, the stairs go down in front of you, there's a corridor. You go down?
Yeah, I go down.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't suggest going down.
Did we have time to move a bit forward before he went down?
Riordan,
Well,
did they have time to catch up with you before you go down the stairs?
Reardon was a bit peeved by the response that you guys had given, so I thought, sorry, let's go find it. And just started walking. You guys
Walking,
started moving.
Not monk
Not running.
right?
Not running. Seppo going about 30 feet at a time.
Hello there.
So,
Fine.
Okay.
if my ability to move maps would go away... Oh no, it came back again. Okay, sorry, I'm moving down to the next map.
Blip.
And where
And
are we
darkness
on
again.
this map?
We're nowhere because we're on the floor above.
You're nowhere yet, because I have not even placed any of you, because I wasn't expecting you to go down the
Oh,
stairs just yet.
Okay.
How about the people
Either
who are
way,
there?
I'm
Where
gonna-
are we?
Nowhere
I'm gonna
yet.
zoom out. We are nothing and we are nowhere.
That's the map you see when you die in the game.
Game over.
Oh, I hope not.
So you guys are here at the moment.
Yes, if you say so.
Those of you who have moved down to this level,
Yes, I think we all were starting.
are you
to
all
move
coming
to the
down?
level.
I
Yes.
assume we would.
What order are you going in? I've got Riordan and Romad.
Whoa, mad. Oh, woo.
Torin said he wouldn't.
I will go down.
So for Leaf,
How high is the thingy?
What
How high does the staircase go down?
1 moment.
Because I assume there is kind of a balcony around. Well, it seems like it.
There is a balcony. You can see down each. It's about 25 feet down, and then it levels out.
I think Theodas would stay with Torin and just draw an arrow and ready to shoot if there's problems, so it wouldn't go down.
Okay. So Torin and Theodas stay on level 1. Seraphine?
I am conflicted as to where to go. I think Seraphine would also stay above just because she's scared of what's below.
Renala?
Renara would go at the top of the stairs and just be ready to dive in if there's troubles.
What do you guys think about Dragonbait going?
Dragonbait will go in. Dragonbait is brave.
Dragonbait is probably worried sick about every single one of us. So
Yes.
Dragonbait is bravery in flesh.
I would sure like Dragonbait's
Infinite.
token to appear right now. There he is.
Also, apparently invisibility in flesh.
Okay.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, John, is this the corridor which he went down, as far as I saw?
Probably.
Or did you go through... Or is that a door there?
That is not a door. That is a bronze plaque on the wall.
Okay. In which case... I'm going to go straight ahead and look down the corridor.
You don't see anything.
I've got perception, I can look.
Thanks you came down this way.
Hello, I'm now on top of you. Yeah.
You do not see anybody down there.
Yeah, well, let's
I need to
take a
realize
better
how
look.
to use my 20.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, I'm gonna go back and check out this area. Oh!
So, Ben,
Yes.
if we could just pause everybody else here. Ben, at a four-way intersection, the corridors north and south curve upwards and out of sight. With no rails or steps to allow them to be climbed, you can see from here the corpse of a half-human, half-goat creature in robes. It grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat's head.
Interesting. Can I take that and see whether there's anything else I could take from him?
You can. You can.
There's power in it. I know it.
You find a journal that reads, "To those who find this, know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord Raznisi stripped us of our weapons and threw us in here on the orders of his master Asarak. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his phylactery. Alas, it seems he has won. Our company was separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The Tomb Guardians tore Siward to pieces. With him we lost the Starfallen. Our quest was a failure. Even if we had found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixton would have found some humour in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer one last piece of advice. Asarak is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end his final secret always leads to your doom. Timora, save us."
And so, wait, I just the name Brixton reminded me of the Lord Brixton's letter, speaking of a certain devil that has a little eye of that day, the eye must be within, those magic pull out, into the ring, presence is set on the brow. Yeah, so it's probably Devlin.
Riordan, you have that as a handout now.
Thank you. As for that stuff, can I take that stuff?
You can. You can also find an ink pot and a spell book.
I'll take those as well.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll come in handy for someone. An ink pot and spell. And a spell book, you say?
Yes.
Blah. Spellbook, eh?
And spell book. Roll 20, stop playing games.
I hate Roll20 today.
Yep.
Romad,
Okay.
Yes.
we'll come to you now.
Okay, I asked for Theodas to check out this corridor to see the traps because I didn't want to walk through it. And also, have you noticed the face down there? It looks fucking scary.
Okay, then we'll go back upstairs. Theodas is AFK right now. Would you guys up here on level 1 still like to do anything?
Dear Lord, now I need to zoom back in. Not particularly. I'm just like watching and making sure everything's like, from what I can see, at least from down there, making sure these peeps are doing all right.
Torin?
Making sure they haven't disappeared and not returned.
What?
Are you going to be doing anything up here, or are you just looking over the edge, looking at your friends?
He is literally just has a face of, I just don't give a fuck anymore, and is just leaning on the handrail, actually paying attention to anything.
Not too much. You didn't miss. Well, Reardon found a book. I think you were here for that. I don't know. But he found a book and a note and a staff and some ink.
Theodas, Romad has asked if you could come downstairs and take a look at some stuff.
And Torin doesn't care anymore. That as well.
Would you like to head downstairs, Theodas?
I'm mostly thinking of how many spell slots I still have, because I don't want to burn through all of them at once. I can do that twice more. So, are you sure there would be traps there?
I'm gonna do my magic on it just in case, my Eldritch sight to see this. spells nearby? Detect any magic.
You detect auras of evocation and illusion magic from within the mouth of the devil face.
Right. I will come down.
Okay, then we'll head back down to level 2.
It's that corridor there, I assume.
Nope.
Yeah. If you could.
It is this corridor here. Hello, Discord.
Yeah,
Hello.
I'm here.
Cool.
But, I don't know where I
Hang
am
on
on
a
the
minute.
map.
I'm just adding you now.
Marco.
Okay.
Marco.
We hear you, Tiny. Polo.
So that corridor.
This
there.
corridor here.
Mhm.
Uh,
Excuse me for leave.
Mm-hmm.
And boom.
Reason.
You don't detect any traps.
Nothing there.
Get down.
The walls and floor of this 15-foot square room are cracked and carved with images of terrified humans falling. Set into the middle of the floor is a stone relief of a bearded devil face painted green. Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw.
So it's the same thing as back then.
It looks very similar to the face that's upstairs, yes.
So it was reading the same magic.
Yes.
Evocation is it evocation and an illusion, you'd say?
Yes.
I think it might be trap triggers or something. I'm gonna go back down. Is there anything else in the room?
Not in that room, no.
Come back down.
Riodan, you can now return from where you are if you wish to.
I wish
Thanks,
to
yeah.
take a look at this room.
Okay. Bear with me one moment while I read that room. Romad, stop there.
I will.
Also, I do have another question, which I did try to put into the chat. Do I know what the doppelganger is, considering it got mentioned?
You would probably have a good idea of what the doppelganger is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Discord is having its regular Discord fun.
Yep.
Yep.
And Jeff is saying something to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, as you're standing there, Riordan, you just look up over your head. And I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
You look up your head and suddenly someone sneezed on you.
Rude.
You look up and there is a stone block in the ceiling above you.
Directly above me?
Directly above where you were stood.
Have I seen a trap which would trigger it off?
You haven't yet.
Taking a look into the room, does it seem like there are similar traps in this room?
The room smells of wine. On a checkerboard marble floor, a gilded coffin sparkles in sunlight streaming down from the vaulted ceiling, which arches 12 feet overhead. 4 huge gargoyle heads, their mouths agape, protrude from the walls.
Interesting.
You wanna.
Safe. What would you think? Especially after reading that That journal. I'm not too sure. My instinct is to run straight in. But considering the bits which I've been saying, especially about the gargoyle fighters. What do you think?
I would
You think they would
advise.
attack?
I would advise staying back and waiting for your friends. There is strength in numbers. Or we can die alone.
Maybe. There might be strength in numbers, but I'm having my doubts. There's confusion in numbers. There's belittlement in numbers. Though, yes, I suppose strength is also there. Very well. I'll follow your wisdom. You haven't led me wrong so far. In which case, I'll turn back to go back to my friends.
So Seraphine starts to head down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Less Torin gives a fuck.
Torin,
Where the bloody hell am I at?
Yes.
would you like to start to head down the stairs?
If everyone else is starting to actually head down there, then yes, he will.
But
Yeah.
Thedas basically told you it's better for us to be a bit like close together just in case.
I know this, but then he sees people wandering off alone
Oh yeah,
in
he's-
this place that he's getting to the point where he's actually tempted to just turn around and walk out.
honestly, that's a feeling that is shared by Thedas, but that's also why he wants the rest of the group to be together. Like, I've got those people. I'm sure they're here. I don't know about the others, but I'm so sure those people are safe.
Romad,
Yeah.
there is a bronze plaque fixed to the wall, and engraved on it, "The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. Into darkness descend."
I outread that to the guys that's in the room with me.
You yell, you say?
Yeah, I kind of have that tone where you're like, it's not like it's more like a bit of a my voice, my tone is a bit more volumed.
To that, Thedas would like basically say, keep it down. We don't know what's in the tomb with us.
Well, I'm ready. Well, come over here then.
Are you so eager to die?
Don't know about you, but I'm not wasting any more chances. Fluff, go away.
You remember last time you said that to me, what happened?
I'm just getting desperate.
You're getting impatient. You're just wandering about in a tomb where we have no idea what's in it. We don't know where we're going. We don't know what's going to fall on us. And you're shouting. Do you really want every one of us to die?
You're shouting too. You're on cross on the other side of the bloody.
No, he's talking. He's not shouting to you. He's not that far from you.
Well, I don't know how big the room is, to be honest.
25 feet. I can talk to you at 25 feet.
Maybe you could be 25.
Well, at least Romad's trying to progress, get our progress going.
We can
But alas-
progress at our
Yeah, but
own
alas-
pace.
I
Alas,
need to remind you
Theodos
that we
is
are
right.
still on a time limit as well.
Oh yeah?
Theodos
Since when? It doesn't seem like we've been on a time limit for the month that we've been doing this. For all we know, our employee might be dead already.
alas, we cannot.
You're right.
Thorin descends the
You're
stairs.
absolutely right. Blast the voices in my head. Blast everything which goes on. You're right. It doesn't matter. Let's go. What's the
We're
point
done.
in sticking around? Why should we be here?
Real
Why
Dan.
should we do this? I don't see the point anymore.
I just turn to Riordan and I say, and once again, you completely misinterpret what I just said. I said do it cautiously, not leave.
I just go up to Theodas. I said, yes, I agreed. You're right. Yeah. But you need this, or maybe Torin can check this out. I understand, Torin, you didn't like this place. I do not like it either, but
I do not like this place. None of you.
whatever you
should
do, don't go.
like this place. I know what the thing that is writing these riddles can do.
There's too much magic here. I fear there might be more
I
power.
have seen this thing bring full destruction to Omu. And you want to go gallivanting around, walking off by yourselves. I do not want any of you to die. And
I agree.
you will die if you split up.
I agree. I would not do that. I promise.
I, by all means, Riordan. I approach Riordan.
Who's
Where
upstairs,
is
apparently.
Riordan is now upstairs making his way back down the corridor.
Riordan
What?
approaches him. I
What do you
appreciate
want?
your bravery. I appreciate everything you do. You are by far the bravest of all of us. You, despite the fact of being perfectly frank, you are not the hardiest of us. You still go forth and throw yourself to save all of us. I have no doubt that you would walk into hell itself if it meant saving one of us.
I would.
But you need to be cautious. I implore you to be cautious. I do not want to see you die, and I know you are suffering. With the dead that talk to you, I know you suffer. And I know that they need to be saved as quickly as possible. But at the same time, we will do them no good if we die in the attempt.
Could everybody make me a perception check? Torin and Riordan, you can make it with advantage.
Perception?
Perception.
With what?
Torin and Riordan can make it with advantage. Everybody else just make a normal perception check.
Okay.
Oh,
Come on, a 20, a 20. We need a 20.
Sorry, I did a 13.
please,
It
just
doesn't need
work.
Why are you rolling again, Theo?
Because I have
that's Renala.
And Theodas.
So
24.
anybody who scored above 10 hears a
And now I...
everybody who rolled above a 10 hears the sound of stone grinding against stone and a poof sound.
From
Yeah. From where?
From back the way you came.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, is that the main entrance?
So it tells me that's the main entrance.
most likely.
Great.
So does that mean that someone came through the main entrance?
The stones disappeared. They probably got scattered again. It's a magic. The chances are the door has closed to be opened again, in which case we are stuck in here either to die or to succeed.
Either way, we best find another way out.
I fear, judging by the fact that we've seen no footprints out, the way in is not the way out.
And judging by the dead bodies we
Even
have
if
seen.
Even if there is a way out.
And judging by the dead
By
body,
the
and his note,
way. Judging by everything, we need to just keep moving. But
can't stand for this talking. It's too much talking. Too much talking, not enough doing. I try to put in suggestions, and there's too much talking to talk over it. I don't understand, I don't get it, I don't like it, I want to do, I need to do, I need to run, I need to get in there.
and what will you running in there achieve when something just squashes you flat?
I'm good at finding traps.
Like,
Good at spotting them.
like
I'm quick.
And you like
Where's my character? What's myself?
You are on a lower level at the moment.
Ah, okay.
Because goddammit, Ned, when it comes down to it, I don't care whether I die.
we do.
I know you
You
do.
may not.
And that's
You
why
may
you deserve a chance to live. And if that means that I run into a room and I get squashed and crushed and you get an idea, a hint, a tiniest chance,
And
I
then
think that
we
was
are
worth
without.
it.
And then we are without you and your strength and your speed.
You have belief for speed and your the majority of you outdo me for strength. I am a person who has just been along for the ride for the whole time, trying to hold on my weight. I am a cursed man. I am a cursed elf. Which, when it comes down to it, I want to get this over with.
As do we all.
I don't think you
We all have-
understand. I don't want to get this over with. I want to get, pointing at his head, this over with. I don't know how. There is no easy way out. You're not allowed to take the easy way out. And if I can do good on my way out, all the better. There's so much good in this world, so much beauty. I even see it in your eyes. You've seen it, you've seen the good. And that's what you fight for, I can tell.
Ah, spelled it wrong.
And the fact of the matter, when it comes down to it, I prefer for you to live than myself. Come. I can't keep the others waiting.
Onwards and downwards.
That's Bane.
I'm somewhere on this map now. I'm assuming I'm probably not on it yet.
Oh, you're on it. You're just on the GM layer right now.
God damn it, John!
I can only move so fast, man.
God damn it, John! Move faster! Move faster than the speed of light! Come on!
You are now here.
I am here. I am quick.
I see nothing.
Oh, yeah, this U doesn't have your light on just yet.
God damn these multiple versions of me. There we are.
So, can we get a move on?
Ooh, that was the most laggy whoosh of Sean
Yeah,
I've ever heard.
I was just about to say the same thing. Alright,
Where...
So-
Yes, where to? Since you've explored already.
Yeah, don't go down there. No.
There's a coffin down that corridor. Also, a dead person and a potential threat of doppelgangers.
Good.
Right, there's a thing here.
Oh yeah,
I'm
and I
just-
have.
Highlight.
Hmm?
There's a thing here that
Yeah.
Romance is pointing
The
to.
ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abode of sunlight. Only a jewel contained the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned into darkness. And I made words. Yay.
do you think it could be any jewel, or do you think it's maybe just a jewel that's somewhere in here?
Wait,
Hmm.
what's that jewel that Riordan had?
Which
Maybe
jewel?
that could be the one. It had one with the eyes, right?
The jewel with the eyes. I have the necklace with the.
Do you think that would work?
He has a
Me try.
necklace with jewels on it.
Potentially.
Dead god intoned. We don't know anything about that yet.
What? Actually, hang on, wait a second.
Into darkness descend.
Only a jewel contains frog. Only.
Even then, what does it mean by the frog? Does it mean the frog Hemoth? Does it mean a grung? Does it mean another frog?
Maybe Grung himself. but doesn't. And this is probably like way irrelevant, but the Froggy statue that Seraphine had received, that's got jewels on it. I'm going American. I don't like this.
Let's see. We're
But
going
maybe-
by our dead man's friend.
But maybe
Oh yeah,
it's-
if you share that note, Ben, I'll let everybody else see
Yeah.
it.
I was basically said what I start reading out, so everyone does know about it.
Cool. Everybody can see this then.
Also, I have a RAM staff, which must be important because this guy brought it in. I have no idea what it does, though.
If he sees it stored as important enough to bring in here, it's- or at least at the very least might have.
Also, I have a spell book and some ink if anyone wants it.
Romad,
Mhm.
assuming you look at the stuff that Riordan is holding up with your magical senses,
Mhm.
the staff is magical and the ink
Alright.
bottle is magical.
Is it any kind of magic? Is it? What kind of magic is it? It's just not magical.
The ink bottle is conjuration
Conjuring magic.
and the staff is evocation.
Okay. So that ink you've got is conjuration magic, and the staff is evocation magic.
Interesting. I'm new to magic. What is evocation magic? Conjuring sounds
Evocation.
kind of...
Conjuring is
Yeah.
like your summoning, I think.
Safe will say evocation
Safe.
makes explosions, is typically damaging magic.
As a damage magic, yeah.
Conjuring magic typically creates things.
Fair enough.
Strange for conjuring magic to be on an ink pot.
True. These might come in handy.
It's
Perhaps I'll
conjuration
help us
magic.
further.
That's summoning magic, isn't it? Conjuration?
Yes.
That
Summoning
was-
or creating of stuff.
Maybe they're using that stuff is to make secret letters.
Maybe.
Potentially.
Is
But
the
hold on to it for
letter-
now.
What about the letter then? Because it might be used by the same ink. Does it have magic on the letter?
No.
Okay.
How about the spell book?
The spellbook is magical in the sense that the spells themselves are magic, but
Do we know
But
what the
that's
spells are
only
for?
used. Maybe it's used by a wizard.
you don't know. You don't know what the spells do. They are only usable by a wizard.
Yeah, wizard. Only use wizards, says Shears.
Well, we might have a wizard who may use it.
Alright, guys, where to next?
Or if we get out of here, it might be worse.
Should we go down? Should we go here, or should we just go straight down?
I'm interested in what Triadan said about the coffin.
Hmm.
That sounds like something we should look into.
Be careful of a trap down there. There is a block which might just block your... It's above the entranceway.
Ah, shit. Alright,
Oh, sorry, I
let's go
shouldn't
then.
run ahead and find this stuff.
We get too curious.
I just look at Triadan with the most displeased look.
He's not angry,
What?
Riordan, he's just disappointed.
So, instead we use up your magic so you can't cast anything. That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Are you going to be like this for the whole trip?
You told me to hold back and talk, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, probably he's like this a lot.
Is your voice okay there, John? Do you need some, like, yeah.
It's fine.
Yes. Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, he gets that reaction.
I want to send in Tammy. That'll make it her.
I mean, you can send in Tammy if you want.
Yeah, but I can basically summon her back up again anyway.
Yep.
If she happens to get crushed by the stone.
Yeah, and potentially fight
Hopefully
the
that doesn't
gargoyles which are
happen.
in there.
But then again, Roman doesn't want to do that. Never mind, I'll do it. I'm trying to figure out really good. I don't even have any spells. Is there any curses about? Cause
Are there any curses about?
yeah,
How can you tell?
I don't know because I can't remove curse.
You can't tell.
Remove curse is not discover curse.
It's remove curse, not find curse.
Okay. Oh, it's a bit faster for me now. Okay. Who should we go first down here then? Who's willing to go down there?
Well, I can't do stuff because Roll20 just froze, but
Same for me.
Roll 20 is fine for me.
It's fine, but exceptionally slow for me.